Your dog is sick. The vet is closed. The roads are flooded. You packed a first aid kit for yourself, but nothing for your pet. 5 shelf-stable herbs can fill that gap, starting with one already in your kitchen. Chamomile offers gentle relief for both anxiety and digestive upset when a crisis keeps you from the vet. When a dog is shaking from thunder or a cat refuses food after a stressful move, a weak chamomile tea can make a real difference. To prepare, steep 1 teaspoon of dried chamomile flowers in 8 ounces of hot water. Let it cool, then strain. For small dogs, start with 1 to 2 teaspoons. Medium dogs can have a quarter cup, and large breeds up to half a cup, given up to 3 times in a day. For cats, dilute a teaspoon of the weak tea in a full cup of water, then offer just a few milliliters at a time, once or twice daily. Always store the cooled tea in a clean, amber jar and use within 24 hours. Repeat the dose after 4 to 6 hours if needed. Chamomile is safe for most pets, but avoid it if your animal has a known allergy to ragweed or other Asteraceae plants, especially in cats where pollen sensitivities can cross-react. Never substitute essential oils or concentrated extracts. Stick to weak tea for safety. Chamomile works best as a first step when your pet is anxious or has mild stomach cramps. It buys you time until professional care is available. What herbs do you already use for your pets? Tell me below, and if you know another pet owner who would want this, share it with them. In second place, slippery elm bark stands out as a true emergency ally for pets facing sudden vomiting or diarrhea when the vet is out of reach. The secret lies in its mucilage, a soothing, gel-like fiber that coats the lining of your animal's stomach and intestines, calming irritation and helping to retain fluids. To prepare, measure out 100 milligrams of powdered slippery elm per kilogram of your pet's body weight. Then mix with cool water to form a smooth paste. For a 10-kilogram dog, that is about 1 gram, stirred briskly into a couple of tablespoons of water until it thickens. Offer the slurry by spoon or mix gently into a bland meal every 8 hours as needed. Cats can receive the same weight-based dose, but always start with a small amount to check for rare sensitivities. Store the powdered bark in an airtight container with a desiccant packet and label the dose chart clearly in your go bag. One important note: slippery elm's mucilage can interfere with the absorption of medications, so always separate it from other oral drugs by at least 2 hours. While it is not a cure-all, this gentle, shelf-stable herb can buy precious time, keeping your pet more comfortable until professional care is available. What herbs do you already use for your pets? Tell me below, and if you know another pet owner who would want this, share it with them. Third on our list, calendula steps in as the first external remedy every prepper should pack for their pets. Scrapes, hot spots, or minor wounds can happen anywhere, especially when roads are flooded and the vet is unreachable. Calendula flowers are packed with flavonoids that help reduce inflammation and speed healing on the skin. For a simple, safe salve, steep 1 gram of dried calendula flowers in 100 milliliters of hot water. Let it cool. Then mix the strained infusion with plain white petroleum jelly or lanolin. Never add essential oils like lavender or tea tree. These are toxic to cats and can cause serious reactions even in small amounts. Apply a pea-sized dab of the finished salve to every 5 square centimeters of the wound, 2 or 3 times a day. Store the mixture in a clean, clearly labeled tube in your emergency kit. Calendula's gentle action makes it suitable for both dogs and cats, as long as you avoid any essential oil additives. Remember, this salve is for shallow wounds only. Deep punctures or bites need veterinary attention as soon as possible. What herbs do you already use for your pets? Tell me below, and if you know another pet owner who would want this, share it with them. Number 4. Milk thistle is the vet-approved herb every prepper should keep on hand for serious emergencies involving the liver. When a dog gets into something toxic, like spilled antifreeze or a dropped medication, waiting for the roads to clear can feel endless. Milk thistle's active compound silymarin protects liver cells and helps them recover from damage. Most veterinarians recommend a standardized extract with at least 80% silymarin, dosed at 5 to 10 milligrams per kilogram of body weight, every 12 hours. For a toy dog, that means 25 to 50 milligrams per dose. Small dogs get 60 to 120 milligrams per dose. Medium breeds receive 110 to 220 milligrams per dose. Large dogs can receive up to 450 milligrams per dose. The capsules store well in a cool, dry kit, and the clear dosing makes it easy to label by pet size. Milk thistle is generally safe for both dogs and cats, but always check with your veterinarian if your animal has pre-existing bile duct or gallbladder issues. While it cannot replace emergency veterinary care, milk thistle offers real, evidence-backed support for pets facing acute liver stress when professional help is out of reach. What herbs do you already use for your pets? Tell me below. And if you know another pet owner who would want this, share it with them. Number 5. Valerian root is the emergency brake for dogs in crisis-level panic, reserved for those rare moments when nothing else will calm your animal long enough to keep them safe. When a dog is trembling uncontrollably from fireworks or cannot settle after a traumatic event, valerian offers the strongest short-term calming effect you can pack in a go bag. This herb works by boosting GABA activity in the brain, quickly damping nervous system overdrive. The one-time dose is precise. For toy dogs, 90 to 250 milligrams. For small dogs, 300 to 750 milligrams. For medium breeds, 600 to 1,500 milligrams. For large dogs, 1.2 to 2 grams, given just once, not repeated. Always use a labeled capsule or powder and store it in a sealed container away from moisture. Valerian is never safe for cats. Feline livers cannot process its compounds, so even a small amount risks agitation or toxicity. For dogs, keep valerian as a last resort tool for extreme stress, not daily use, and never combine it with prescription sedatives without veterinary oversight. In a true emergency, a single dose can make the difference between chaos and calm while you wait for help. What herbs do you already use for your pets? Tell me below, and if you know another pet owner who would want this, share it with them. Across all 5 herbs, one truth stands out. Real preparedness means planning for pets as carefully as ourselves. In a crisis, knowledge and caution are our calmest tools. What herbs do you already use for your pets? Tell me below, and if you know another pet owner who would want this, share it with them.